This is Estonia, part of the European Union, part of Schengen zone, and part of NATO. It is a small country of only 1.37 million residents. Out of those, about 230,000 of them are ethnically Russian, which makes up about 21%, but we are not visiting Tallinn or Tartu, the most and the second most populous cities respectively. We are visiting the third populous city, a border city of Narva, which has a population of about 55,000 people, of which 87% are ethnically Russian. Friendship Bridge is separating NATO country and mainland Russia. I have decided to visit this specific border to contrast with previous borders that we visited that are inside Schengen area. In contrast to that, this border is heavily guarded and tense, due to declining relationship between Russia and Europe for the last 3 years. Or maybe I imagined it that way. To be honest, it was a lot less tense than I expected. I don't know, maybe that was because I visited during winter, or yet again because the majority of Narva is ethnically Russian. But why is Narva's majority ethnically Russian? The answer lies in post-World War II history. During the early 20th century, Narva was part of the Russian Empire and later the Soviet Union. When Estonia gained its independence in 1918, Narva had already become an industrial hub, attracting workers from across the Soviet Union. The city's factories, particularly in the manufacturing and energy sectors, brought in a large influx of Russian-speaking workers. But it was after World War II, when the Soviet Union reoccupied Estonia, that the demographic shift really accelerated. The Soviet government actively encouraged the settlement of Russian-speaking people in Estonia, especially in the eastern regions like Narva, to strengthen Soviet influence and build up industrial capacity. This led to a sharp increase in the Russian population. At the time, Narva was suffering consequences of bombing, and 95% of historical areas were ruins. The Soviets wouldn't allow Estonians who fled to return and instead moved Russian-speaking people there. As you stand on the bridge, you can literally look across to the Russian side, where the city of Ivangorod lies just beyond the water. It's a striking reminder of how geography and politics shape our everyday lives. Fast forward to the present, and Narva is known for something very unique: its proximity to Russia. In fact, the city is home to the Friendship Bridge, a remarkable structure that spans the Narva River. This bridge serves as the border between Estonia, a NATO member state, and Russia. It's more than just a crossing. It symbolizes the political relationship between two very different worlds, one part of the European Union and NATO, the other in the heart of Russia. The border crossing does not allow cars. It now acts as a pedestrian-only crossing, which operates from 6 a.m. till 11 p.m. Daily border guards on both sides seize sanctioned products like cash, meats, deli, cheeses. But even now, a lot of people are crossing the bridge to visit their families, go to supermarkets, and come back, as grocery prices in Russia are considerably cheaper. Funny moment. During my visit to a local Irish pub, the older Russian-speaking lady served me beer for €6. When she saw my surprised face on the cost, she asked, "Are you from the other side?" Only in that bar I saw two young people, my first during my stay in Narva. They were discussing about global job opportunities that would help them move away from Narva. Those were the only young people that I saw in Narva for the entirety of stay. The city's main shopping attraction is FAMA Shopping Center, at least before 2022. Local babushkas are still selling pierogies for 1.5 to €2 each. As an outside observer, this city fascinated me to no end. It was probably my best trip to a border city out of all that were before, due to how contrasty it was. Narva is a beautiful city and, despite everything, very calm. Locals are planning on opening a regional movie studio to boost industry and doing everything they can to rejuvenate the region, both Estonian-speaking and Russian-speaking. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please do like it and subscribe to our channel. We are still experimenting with formats, so write in the comments what would